Hi, I'm Jeff Bow, here with FanDuel, and today we're here in Vegas at the Palazzo, and I'm here with Cal Spears, who is one of our 10 finalists that will be competing in the FanDuel Fantasy Football Championship. Cal, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So it's good to have you here, and first thing I want to do is ask you is, tell me what it was like when you knew you had won the seat in Vegas.
Well, I knew at the very last second of the last play of the Monday Night Football game. Mine was pretty dramatic. I was coming into it with, I felt like the favorite. I was down like 17 points, but I had Chris Johnson going, and I was the highest scoring person with Chris Johnson left. And then he got bottled up like the entire game. It was playing the Jacksonville. It seemed like a great matchup, but it was incredibly frustrating to watch. He had like 40 yards at the end of the first half. And Titans were blowing them out anyways. Kerry Collins was launching balls. It was just not going as planned at all. And I didn't even think he'd be in on that last drive, but he's such a ball hog. He always wants to get those stats. So they let him in on the last drive, and he racked up like 50 yards and a touchdown on the last drive. Last play of the game was like a 35-yard touchdown. Gave me 10.5 points. I was down like 8 points. I ended up winning by 1 point at the last second. And I was there at the bar with like 10 of my buddies. I invited everybody in because I really felt like I was going to win. I felt like I had the edge. So everybody was sweating the game. Everybody was really rooting me on. And we were all kind of frustrated. And then they broke that run, and everybody just jumped up. We were running around in circles at the bar. It was a blast.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So what will it take for you to win the FanDuel Fantasy Football Championship this weekend?
A lot of luck. Because you got 10 guys. I don't really know all 10 of them, but I'm aware of most of them, and nobody's going to have a bad lineup. Like, everybody's had plenty of time to prepare. So you just got to make your best picks and then keep your fingers crossed, because it's going to take quite a bit of luck to get to beat these guys on a one-day game. But I've got some aces in the hole that I like, so I like my odds.
Gotcha. Sounds good. So do you have a certain strategy that you'll be using?
Not really, no. I'm just there's a couple of games that I'm targeting. I like to take multiple players in games that I think are going to be really high scoring, and I've isolated it down to like 3 different lineups that I like a lot.
Right.
And then
you don't need to tell me that.
But this thing has been on my mind. Like, it has totally occupied my mind for like the past week, ever since FanDuel released the salary cap numbers, and I could start putting the lineups together in my head and on paper. I've emailed it out to lots of friends. I've got lots of people's input. I've got it down to like 3 or 4 lineups that I like quite a bit, and today is going to be like the day where I finally decide on one.
How many hours have you spent so far just sort of going through those lineups?
If it's like time like actually sitting there looking at the lineups, maybe like 5 or 6 hours. Like thinking about the lineups, I swear it's been like all week. Like, I've had trouble working, I've had trouble concentrating. Like, I'm just kind of always thinking about what might happen, and going on Roto World and checking out updates on players, going on weather.com, seeing what the weather's going to look like in Green Bay. Like, it's been on my mind.
Gotcha.
The whole time.
So what has been your favorite part about participating in the FanDuel Fantasy Football Championship?
Definitely the victory moment was my favorite part. Just like I described it, like we were all cheering and running around. I'm a really big fan of like the multiple entry high stakes tournaments with like a guaranteed prize pool. You enter one team for $10 and you just get to sit there and watch the games all day and watch your team slowly rise to the prize pool. That's a lot of fun. And then this coming out to Vegas has been a blast. I got in Thursday night, December 2nd, which is my birthday, my 30th birthday. So I came out here with my girlfriend on my 30th birthday, and we've been having a blast since we got here.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So last thing is, will you be playing in the FanDuel Fantasy Football Championship again next year?
Oh, clearly. Like, whenever it's opened up, I'll be throwing 10 teams in there a week.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, well, thanks again, Cal. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.